Good evening. It's my pleasure to be before all of you at TRIPS-2025. I'd like to start by acknowledging the contributions of Professor Ashutosh Sharma, and I'm so delighted that he's being felicitated at TRIPS-2025. He's been a great friend, mentor, and someone I've brainstormed with quite often about the topic we're going to speak on today. And the topic I've chosen is how to create the next generation of technology innovators and entrepreneurs from India. We know this is important for India's economic growth. We also know that creating more hardware and manufacturing jobs is important for job creation. So that's going to be the theme of what I'd like to speak on. I want to start with a story which has been the inspiration for this. About 2 years ago, the head of Department of Biosciences and Bioengineering at IIT Kanpur, Professor Amitabh Bandyopadhyay, invited me to speak to his class of 3rd and 4th year students, about 75 students. He wanted me to brainstorm with them why do engineers leave their core engineering discipline to go and take up software jobs, private equity jobs, etc. So that conversation was an eye-opener. What I heard from the students was they're going to places like software and private equity because they consider well-paying, and more important because they didn't see any attractive opportunities in their core area. So I brainstormed with them the possibility of combining AI, which is so critical today, with their core engineering discipline to create startups and ventures which can create cutting-edge innovations, and they were excited about it. So that led Amitabh and me to offer a 2-semester course for creating healthcare ventures and enterprises. And I'm happy to report that we're now in the midst of our second batch, and we've had some very interesting and pioneering innovations emerging from this group of students. And that was the inspiration that set me thinking for what I'd like to speak today. So I have 6 ideas on how to create the next generation of Indian entrepreneurs and innovators in deep tech in India. The first idea is that can we create customized entrepreneurship courses or programs in each of our core engineering disciplines? Just as we leverage biosciences and bioengineering to create a healthcare entrepreneurship course, can we replicate that in aerospace engineering, in mechanical engineering, in civil engineering, in electrical engineering? And we will then have a variety of startups emerging with great innovations that can make contribution to India's innovation landscape. So that's the first idea that I have. The second idea is, can we create executive programs involving an IIT or an NIT with a business school like IIM to offer a joint program, executive program on modern manufacturing? And there's an example we already have in front of us. IIT Kanpur, IIT Madras, and IIT Calcutta have combined to offer a course, a leading-edge course on manufacturing for executives. It's a 1-year course. Can we replicate that across various sectors of manufacturing? And that will also give a fillip to manufacturing in India. My third idea is, in order to encourage more students and more faculty members to embrace entrepreneurship, we must have student entrepreneurship policy and faculty entrepreneurship policy in every higher education institution in India. Right now it seems to be limited to a few IITs and others, but can we make it more universal so that people see it formally as part of the college or university's philosophy that encourages them to pursue entrepreneurship? That was my idea number 3. My idea number 4 pertains to the technology business incubators or startup incubators that are there which dot our landscape Many of these were initiated during Professor Ashutosh Sharma's tenure as Secretary BST, and we probably have a few hundred technology business incubators across the country, most of them affiliated to an education institution or a research institution. But the one unfortunate aspect is that if you look at any IIT or IIM, the startups which are incubated at the incubator are not founded by students or faculty of that institute. Typically, it's people from outside who come and get incubated there. Can we encourage more students and more faculty from the same institute to get incubated there so that there's tighter integration of academia and entrepreneurship? That was my idea number 4. Idea number 5 is, can we transition our existing placement offices to a broader placement and entrepreneurship office or a career development office so that the office is not limited to only talking to potential employers for summary placement or final placement, but it also facilitates connections with mentors for entrepreneurs, investors for entrepreneurs, short-term projects with corporates and entrepreneurs can work on. That is my idea number 5. And my idea number 6 is, can we introduce programs or courses that build resilience among entrepreneurs at universities so that they know and they're prepared on how to deal with failure, how to deal with setbacks when they embark on the path of entrepreneurship, and that's a missing gap right now. So those were my 6 ideas that I wanted to table before you on how we can get started to create the next generation of innovators and entrepreneurs in India, particularly in the realm of deep tech or high technology for hardware and manufacturing. Once again, wishing everyone the very best for TRIPS 2025 and have a wonderful career and life, Professor Sharma. It's been a privilege to be associated with you. Thank you.